If you think your family with eccentric uncles and even weirder siblings is one of the most unusual families in the world, you might want to rethink that. There are way weirder folks out there than you think, from a family of dwarves to a family without any arms. In today's video, we'll be discussing 10 of the most unusual families in the world. You'll definitely walk away feeling better about your own family. Number 10. The tallest family. Most families share an average height, but what happens when you fall on the extreme end of the spectrum? The Trapp family holds the world record for the tallest family in the world. Hailing from Minnesota, the 5 members of the family share an average height of 6 feet and 3 inches. Of course, they have to deal with their fair share of problems like finding the right fits and the girls not being able to wear heels. Number 9. The dwarf family. If there's a family of giants, then you can certainly bet on a dwarf family as well. The title goes to one family from Hyderabad, India. The family's head is a 55-year-old Ram Raj Singh Chauhan who suffers from a genetic condition known as achondroplasia, as does the rest of the family. Owing to the condition, 9 out of 11 of the family members suffer from short-limb dwarfism. Ram Raj and those that suffer from the condition struggle to walk properly. At one point, their family numbered around 21 people, 18 of whom were dwarves. With these circumstances, the family has a hard time getting by with no one hiring them, not to mention all the name-calling and bullying they have to put up with. Number 8. The vampire couple. We've all heard of love at first sight, but talk about the love at first bite. This couple has gone viral on social media and national television for being a vampire couple. If you think that they dress up as vampires and play around in the moonlight, then no. You might find the couple drinking a bit of red wine, but it's actual blood. According to them, blood has a coppery taste to it. The couple came across each other on a dating site on Valentine's Day, and they've been together ever since. His fiancée didn't know what it took to be a vampire and asked to become one after a week of being together. The ritual involved drinking blood at the witching hour, which is 3 a.m. This couple lives a happy life despite their vampiric blood drinking needs. Number 7. The polygamist no one can compete with. If you think a family with 15 is one too many, you might want to rethink that. With 39 wives, 94 children, 14 daughters-in-law, and 33 grandchildren, the Chana family is the biggest one in the world. The 74-year-old Ziana Chana has certainly been busy all these years. His family members total around 180, and surprisingly, they all live under one roof. In a mountainous village in the Mizoram state of India, the 4-story building with 100 rooms is able to house them all. You would think that Ziana would be having a hard time giving his time to each one of his every family members, but according to locals, the man likes keeping 7 to 8 wives with him at all times. He probably has a rotation system in place. There's certainly one for chores, with the wives taking turns in the kitchen and the girls cleaning the house, while the boys stick to outdoor tasks. How Ziana remembers all their names is beyond us. Number 6. The Rapunzels. We've seen real-life Rapunzels too many times, but what about an entire family of them? 45-year-old Terry Lynn Savelta Chick Russell proudly holds the title for the longest hair in the world at 6.5 feet. She's never had a haircut in her entire life, and it seems like she wants the same for her daughters. Kaylin, Cindy, Lynn, and Chesney all show off beautiful locks even though they're very young. They've got 13 feet of hair combined. Of course, caring for such an impressive mane is no easy task. They each use a quarter of a bottle of conditioner every time they hit the shower. Guess we know what makes the most of their expenses. Number 5. Most surgically enhanced family. Normally, moms would look down on their daughters trying to get breast enhancement surgery, but this family seems to be on the same page. Chantal Marshall and her 4 daughters are Britain's most surgically enhanced family. Between the 5 of them, they've had a total of 13 plastic surgeries. That's around $6,500 worth of silicone, weighing about 50,000 pounds. All of them got the surgeries as soon as they hit 18. What's more surprising is that even with those numbers, the family isn't satisfied. They plan to get more. The only person in the family not following everyone else's lead is Brittany, who's perfectly happy keeping it natural. In fact, she hates the very thought of getting herself breast implants. Her mother seems to think that Brittany is going through her teenage rebellion phase and will come around later. Hopefully, Brittany won't give in to the pressure. Number 4. Barbie and Ken. Speaking of surgically enhanced families, the real-life Barbie and Ken certainly deserve a mention. When it comes to an addiction to plastic surgeries, no one can beat 33-year-old Pixie Fox. Her list of operations is endless. She got a lipo on her inner and outer thigh and eyelash implants. And as unbelievable as it sounds, she removed 6 of her ribs and changed her eye color. It doesn't stop there. As Pixie has got a nose surgery 3 times and a boob job 4 times, it paid off because she ended up looking like a real-life Barbie. A Barbie needs her Ken, and Pixie managed to find hers in Justin Jetica. He's probably the only person in the world to match Pixie's plastic surgery addiction. He's gotten chest implants along with many shoulder and bicep surgeries, making the total number of plastic pieces in him around 16. Between the two of them, the total number of cosmetic surgeries falls around 450. Surprisingly, these two are not romantically involved and are just happy sharing their love for plastic surgeries. Number 13. 19 kids and counting. Even though no one can compete with the Chanas, this family with 19 kids is worth mentioning. They all share a single mom. Unlike Chana's 39 wives, Jim, Bob, and Michelle have certainly got their hands full with so many kids running around the house. When they met through the church in rural Arkansas, they never imagined they'd be taking care of a family this big. They've had their first child in 1988 after being married in 1984. Unfortunately, Michelle experienced a miscarriage with her second child. The tragedy led the couple to giving up birth control and becoming religious fanatics. It seemed like God answered their prayers quite generously. With 9 girls and 10 boys, the parents are on their toes at all times. Michelle has to get up at 5:30 a.m. to get through her chores for the day. What's interesting is that the name of each of their kids starts with a J. They're an intriguing family for sure because the Dugars ended up getting their very own reality TV show. Number 2. 2 in 1. What if you could get 2 math teachers instead of 1? You'll definitely be performing better, that's for sure. The kids in Courtney and Brittany Hensel's class can certainly attest to it. Born in Minnesota, these two are conjoined twins who share 2 sets of lungs, 2 hearts, and 1 reproductive system, and 1 liver. Despite their circumstances, these girls are making the most of their 20s. They have a stable job, go on trips, have friends, and even graduated college. As far as teaching licenses and passports are confirmed, they've each got their separate ones. Still, they got off by only buying 1 plane ticket. Even though these two share the same body, they have different personalities at the end of the day. Still, despite their differences, they have learned to work together, not like they had a choice in the matter. Number 1. The family without arms. One could argue that 42-year-old Linda Bannon and 14-year-old Timmy from Chicago got the short end of the stick. These two suffer from a rare genetic condition called halt-oram, because of which these two don't have any arms. Despite their unusual circumstances, these two live their lives to the fullest. The mother-son duo makes use of their feet to get everyday tasks done. Timmy enjoys taking part in swimming and taekwondo, while Linda is on her way to becoming a motivational teacher. Linda knew about the possibility of Timmy being born with her condition, but when the time came to terminate the pregnancy, she decided otherwise. Alright, which one of these families weirded you out the most? Do you feel better about your own family now? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Trend Joint, and we'll see you in the next one.